I hear you now.
I'm breaking.
Yeah, whatever you did, it just went back to break up.
Instead of trying, it's probably because I'm driving. Am I still breaking
Not
up?
now.
Hello? Okay. We have concentrated on how many genders there are and all this other BS. If we actually would focus and about learning our Constitution and our constitutional rights and everything in the government or how our system works, for whatever we don't like, we could change. There's a reason why they stop teaching cursive writing to these children. They don't want nobody to read the past and change everything. Everything that was ever written for our country is written in cursive. They don't even teach cursive. So that means you can't read it. So if he did all these things, since he did all these things, if or allegedly whatever, then I would be more pissed at the system for allowing this. I would be more pissed at the system for allowing him. He didn't make the rules. He played the game. Every millionaire plays those games of tax evasion and writing off everything. We can even play the games of writing off everything, cutting losses. Every rule that he did, or some of the things I say, the things that were done, he did, we can do. He just did it on a bigger scale and we're mad about it, but we can turn around and take advantage of it too. I'm not understanding how we could be mad at the man and not be mad at the system that allowed it.
We are mad at the system. We're mad at the man because he's constantly throwing the system up in our faces. When we are listen to what. Let me finish. The president and the vice president that was in office, they was taking steps to try to fix the things that he broke. And the ones before that, to try to fix the things that the people before them broke. It's not just about him being the president now and the other year. It's about it's about fixing the system for it to be fair and just for all. But that's not how we don't want, some people don't want it fair and just for all. We want it fair and just for them. That's where the issue's coming in at. That's where the problem coming in at. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. He want to make money? Cool, make money. I'm a person that I love money. Money makes my nipples hard. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to fuck over nobody just to make money. I'm not finna screw over people just to make money. I'm not finna degrade nobody just to make money. That motherfucker and motherfuckers like him, that's all they want to do is degrade. They want to spread misinformation. How in the fuck is you on Twitter threatening people, saying I'm a fund somebody that's going to run against you if you don't do what I say? And most of these motherfuckers in America is so pussyfied that they're not going to stand on their own 2 feet. A lot of people are so afraid, but all these gun laws up in here, all these gun toters, you know what I'm saying? You want everybody can have 100% assault rifles. What are you hunting? You're not hunting animals with assault rifles. They're hunting them animals that walk on 2 legs. That's what the assault rifles is for. So I have a problem. Yeah, if you do something and you get shot, I want you to survive. But a lot of people don't want you to survive. And that's where the problem is at. We don't have decency for the next man. A lot of times I don't have decency for the next man when I'm putting these 2 hands across your face and my feet across your face. I don't want you to die, but I want you to remember this ass whooping that you're going to get.
No, because so in this scenario you just talked about, if the individual was doing something wrong and he or her gets shot because of said activity that was that's most likely illegal and wrong, and they die, that is called consequence. That's what that's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to. Why are we trying to feel sympathy for those who intentionally, intentionally doing wrong? Like, you're breaking into the house. We know that breaking into houses is wrong, right? So whatever happens to you as a consequence of doing that is all on you. If you get your head blown back, so what? If you walk with a limp for the rest of the life.
The thing about that is, though, the thing about that is, we're all supposed to, well, not, I'm going to rephrase that. The ones that do all the loud talking supposed to be Christians. And one of the 10 commandments is, thou shalt not kill. That's where the issue is at. That's where the issue is at. So, you can defend yourself.
One of the 10 commandments. Cool, No. Stop. Let's stop there because see, that's it's crazy. Also, one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not steal either. But I mean, so don't
commit adultery either. So that's off the table
right.
too.
So
you know what I'm saying? So, but you get forgiveness for everything else though.
No. What I'm saying, forgiveness. No, it's not about. It's not. Yes, you can get. There's only 3 sins that you really cannot be forgiven for. Everything else you can be forgiven for. But here's the deal: forgiveness does not mean absence of consequences. That's what a lot of today's America thinks. I forgive so I can let you go. No, you stole from me. I beat your head in. I forgive you and I didn't kill you. But you got that consequence. And if that consequence is death, then so be it. I'm sorry I had to kill you. Sorry. But if you're feeling
like that, brother, you're not sorry for killing them. You're not. If you feel sorry, no. If it happens to happen, that's why you feel sorry. But
right. But I'm saying, but I'm not gonna
like you very hostile. But if that's you, it's
not about being hostile. It's crazy because if or when I want to say more so when things slide sideways and we do wake up on a purge, I want everybody to keep the same mindset. I want everybody to be happy-go-lucky when we should ever lose all our technology, and because the only thing that's really keeping humanity at bay from being the savages that we are is really technology. That's the only thing. So the day we lose that, I want all of you all to keep the same energy, and I want to see how long some of y'all are going to last doing that, because I'm going to tell you now, I've seen the dark side of humanity, and I've seen it personally, and I've actually seen it through history, right? History repeats itself because we fail to study it and understand it. This is what humanity is. So, no, I don't want to kill nobody, no doubt. But if they come in and try to attack my family and they die in the process, oh, so well, they shouldn't have attacked my family and I wouldn't have shot and killed them. See, that's consequences. God never said, even God nor man law has ever said we are abstained from consequences, okay? Because even in the court of law, if you make a mistake and kill somebody, you still are going to face consequences. You're still going to face, what is it, manslaughter, death by mistake, but they're still, okay, instead of you getting 25 to life, you get 2 years for manslaughter. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to kill him or her, but you did. Those consequences that's not hostility. That's just consequence.
Have you seen somebody die?
From violence or from natural death?
From violence.
Violence, no.
Okay. So, with that being said, you really haven't seen the dark side of humanity. If you've seen somebody getting a bullet put through their fucking forehead or skinned alive, you haven't really seen the dark side of humanity.
In person, in person.
In person.
I mean, even seeing it on a tape, I'm kind of good on that.
I'm not talking about no tape. Yeah, I'm talking about live and in person. So you said you've seen the dark side of humanity. You said you've seen the dark side of humanity. I have.
Right.
In person. I didn't see the dark side of humanity, and I still prefer peace over violence.
Of course we
I
do.
done seen somebody and get hit in the face with a 2x4 with nails in it. I done seen someone get a baby ripped out of their stomach. I done seen someone get ripped apart. So you just saying it's consequences. Yeah, there are consequences. Sometimes there are necessary consequences. So I done seen the dark side of what humanity looks like. I done seen the viciousness of society. So me personally, I'd rather deal with peace before
but
anything.
And I agree with
that. Until you see that, you really it's just a lot of talking, and I ain't trying to offend you or nothing like that. And I understand that you really just expressing yourself, but until you really seen what people is really willing to do, it's best to just go with peace. Because a lot of people that go out here to talk about they do this, they do that, when push comes to shove, when you really see what violence is really capable of, you freeze up. You break into my house, you get one warning shot. Me personally, I have a warning shot. The first one is a salt shell in my shotgun. The rest is not. You got one warning shot to run like hell. Because I would rather have you live another day to think about it. I know people that got shot in the kneecap that every time it's cold, it hurts like hell. I done seen people get beat with ball peen hammers because they owe money. I done seen people get raped because they stole some crack. I done seen people sell their kids because they want crack. The dark side of humanity. So with everything a lot of people say that they willing to do and everything like that, a lot of them isn't.
And also, and a lot of shit though too. Sometimes letting a person come back is letting them live is sometimes a problem too, because you could have gotten rid of the problem and now you got a bigger problem because you didn't. That happens too. So I'm not now understand what I'm saying. All things aside, okay, I have a family. I don't have time to give warning shots. I pray I'm never in a situation like that. I pray I don't. But I also know I'm not about to try to be peaceful on some shit. Because that's not, no. Even the police would prefer that if something happens, you go ahead and put a person down because they don't have to worry about the retaliation. Retaliation is also a part of the dark side of humanity. People retaliate and people come back a lot more vicious than the first time around. So don't try to condescend and be like, you've seen your things, that's fine. Cool. I won't knock you. But also don't knock me as if I'm just some young kid that don't understand how the world works. That, hey, you have those who do good, those who do bad, that when you do bad, there are things that can happen to you, and whatever happens, happens. You can survive from doing bad, as, hey, they break into your house, cool, you can give them a warning shot. I stand on that. I'm not even saying that that's bad that you gave them a warning shot. I'm not giving no warning shot. You had warning when you walked up to my house to break into it. And you chose to, knowing that breaking is a crime and a felony. That was your warning. So you do you. And I'm not going to knock how you do you. But don't sit up here and try to condescend and talk down or try to be dismissive because I'm not going to try to I'm not trying to give chances like that.
I'm just saying it's better just to prefer peace than war. Because if war leads to unnecessary casualties, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, I agree to that. So yes, I agree to live peaceably. You know what me living peaceably is, or what men living peaceably is? Hey man, what up, dog? What up? Cool. We go on about our way. You do you, I do me. We all have guns in our houses. Cool. I know you have a gun. You know I have a gun. Cool. I never try to turn that gun on you. You never try to turn that gun on me. It's to live peaceably with men as much as possible. As much, which means do as much as you can, which means go all out. But there's going to come a limit that somebody is not going to want to live peaceably with you. So when it's time for me to live in peace, I'm living peacefully. I'm living peacefully now. I'm doing this podcast. I'm doing my job. I'm kicking. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. I wish no man ill will. Cool. But there might come a time where somebody wishes me ill will, and I'm not giving them no second or no chance. We're adults. We all know what happens. We all know that everything has a consequences. We know that, hey, look, you do this, this is going to happen. We know this. We're old enough to know this. Okay? And if you don't, today's a good day to learn. If you survive, because people have gotten shot in the head, people got shot in the chest, people got shot in places they should have died and didn't. Let that be a warning. Matter of fact, let's just read up on human history. Let's read the news daily. That's warning enough of what should be. But hey, people do that and still choose to do wrong. So I'm still going to choose to do me.
Do you, player? Do you? But it's almost 2 hours. We were supposed to wrap this up like 47 minutes ago. You have any? Since you the new guest, Miss Alexis, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You have any shots out that you want to give out, Miss Lady?
No, not really. Just, shout out to Americans. That's it. That's all. That's all I got.
All right. Brother Thomas.
Shout out to my wife and shout out to the legal Americans. And shout out to the people that aren't bothering nobody, who just want to live peaceably, but not afraid to put somebody in the ground if they're messed with in a violent way. Shout out to you guys too.